Hey there, guys, and back for some more basketball action today. So what we're going to do here is we're going to give you a little bit of NBA Live 95 here on the Genesis. Let's just go ahead and see what this is all about. So it's been a little while since I've played this game. I did play it on an emulator a little while ago, probably a couple months ago. We're going to do simulation style, and we'll just go ahead and jump straight into it and sort of play around a little bit. I don't know if I really even care which team we choose. So yeah, we'll play Phoenix against New York. That looks pretty good. So we'll play as the Suns, and we'll see what we can do here. So we're gonna kind of keep in mind the way that NBA Showdown was playing, and we'll see if this is any better. I initially I wanted to play NBA 2K11 on the PlayStation 3 emulator, but I was not able to get it to work, so I'm going to see if I can download a different copy and maybe it'll work a little bit better. PlayStation 3 emulation is an interesting place to be in. Anyway, you gotta love the player faces here and all this stuff. This is great stuff. And KJ is the guard. I remember him. All right, so let's go ahead and get going. I haven't looked at anything. I haven't looked at what the controls are or anything like that, so we'll figure it out. I presume, though, that the controls are probably just about the same as the game that we were just playing. And yeah, see, this is a lot smoother. This is a lot better. This actually feels like a basketball game, believe it or not. And the other nice thing is that my player actually, follows the other player down the key instead of just standing there doing nothing. So that's really nice. And here the A button actually does something, right? The A button, makes it so that you do, I guess, you'd call it like a basketball move or something like that. Let's run. Yeah, this feels better. It looks a lot better. This is more along the lines of kind of what I was hoping for. So if you play this game arcade style, that's the way that I tried playing it before. Basically, there are no rules. You can do whatever it is you want, which is all right. I mean, it's obvious here that there's no illegal defense rule like there would have been in real life. So there's another thing, by the way, that we probably would not have seen in NBA Showdown, like somebody actually throwing the ball out of bounds. The ball's just going to sit there forever, or what? Defensive foul. Okay, what did I do? Oh, whatever. I guess they're saying that was on the shot. I'm not sure that he was actually shooting. I thought that he jumped after the whistle was blown. But whatever. We'll take it as it comes. And we now are the recipient of a foul, so... we have that same kind of annoying thing up here. At least we're able to get one shot. If you compare this game with Tecmo NBA Basketball, this game is clearly better. This is a lot easier to control. Because of this isometric perspective, it's a lot easier to see what you're supposed to be doing, where your players are and stuff like that. This is a really, really good game. Plus your guy runs automatically, which is pretty nice. There's no more of this sort of walking the ball up the court and stuff like that. Apparently you can go punch guys in the face and stuff, so that's pretty cool. I was not expecting that to happen. I'm just trying to steal the ball, that's all. Oh, and I did steal it, apparently. I didn't even know. Oh, no call there, and we had a guy who got totally flattened, so I'm not sure what was happening with that. This is kind of the era... Who was the foul on? There was nobody close to him. Looks like he just sort of fell over. So they give us automatic substitutions, which is nice. This is kind of close to the era where EA Sports was doing things the right way. which is pretty nice. This is where you get a lot of really like high quality games coming from EA Sports. It's not that the earlier games were necessarily bad, but you do have the feeling that a lot of the earlier games were kind of, you know, sort of slapped together a little bit, kind of like that offensive possession was by us. Get the ball. Okay, well, don't get the ball. Fine, whatever. Oh, that wasn't much of a move, so that didn't work out the way we wanted. All right, let's play some defense. So what was that? What, did he just like run out of bounds? So there still is some weird stuff here in this game. I know that I put it on whatever, like rookie level or something like that, so maybe that's the reason why. But that was kind of bizarre. Like I was not expecting the player to just sort of run out of bounds and have nothing happen. Anyway, you guys let me know how to do, like, you know, whatever it is. Whoops. How to do like an alley-oop or whatever. I have no idea how to do anything in this game. That's definitely not the right way though. So we've just given up a fast break. Kind of wanted to move it over there to the guy that we had, who I thought was coming down, but instead he stopped up at the three-point line. So I'm not sure what the thinking was on that, but whatever. Oh yeah, big guy should probably actually play the big guy. And we end up with a block. Not only a block, he just went up and grabbed it. That wasn't just blocking it, man. He just went up and took it. Oh, gotta get in your man. That count as another block for us? That didn't put up the thing. Maybe not. There we go. So anyway, this is much better designed. It's much better programmed. I don't feel like I'm like playing against a random number generator or whatever. This feels like I'm actually playing a game of basketball. Not too hard to score, which is nice. I can actually move the ball down low. That's what we want to see. I could see myself using this game and actually playing like a full project, honestly. I think I'm supposed to just stick with the guy on offense. Well, what was that? What kind of inbounds pass was that, huh? Oh, come on. It's a ticky-tack foul. All right, well, we get charged with another foul. I'm not sure what it is that's prompting those fouls, but whatever. I love how the crowd is like, oh, when he makes the free throw. Like it's something that's like unexpected. Like, oh my gosh, I can't believe this guy made a free throw. Incredible. That was an amazing shot. The little fadeaway. All right, good time. So 23-19, not bad. See, the shooting percentages are relatively better. 56% is about right. 69% is a little bit high, but it's only one quarter, so maybe that'll come down a little bit. It's not like they're going to shoot 80% against us like they did in Team USA. That was pretty bad. What? Oh, why did they call timeout? Okay, they want to put some guys back in? Is that why? I don't understand it. What was the point of that? I'll never understand why you call a timeout in a video basketball game. Unless, like, it's the end of the game and you really need to conserve your time. What was that? That was bizarre. So they got a lot of those animations, though, from the earlier NBA games. I can tell you that. I can recognize them, right? The sort of, like, you know, underhand pass, or the sort of pass off your foot, or all the other, like, kind of amazing things they do. Player guarding animations and stuff are also taken right from that game. Okay, do something. Jeez, man. I mean, the Knicks are just making shots left and right, man. It's like there's nothing to it. And we look like we don't even want the rebound. Like the ball's just sitting there and we're just going to look at it. Yep, that's the ball. What, is he taunting me? Is he pointing at me? Is that what's going on? There we go. We have a little drive to the basket, and we end up drawing the foul. Now, I'll tell you, I really don't like this free throw shooting system. I don't. I know that, like, why they were trying to do that, but you have to be way too precise to get it to go in. Oh, that comes from the other games too. If they shout out 3 for a three-pointer. Great defense. Throw, catch the ball. All right, enough substitutions. Just let me play. Yeah, they're doing that left and right against us, making us look bad. Now, the one problem with the isometric perspective is that it's really, really difficult to figure out like where the ball is, especially on a rebound if you're trying to get to it. It's like you think the ball's like somewhere in this general vicinity, but you can't tell. And of course, the other problem happened right there where we gave up a rebound and then nobody went to cover him. Close to blocking that, but unfortunately we gave up an offensive board. Noticing the top stadium club signs everywhere. You guys remember back when you had sports card companies sponsoring video games? Jeez, man, that's like a dream for these channels, right? That's all we talk about is sports games and sports cards. Anyway, I know if you play this in arcade mode, you get rid of like the free throw shooting and stuff like that. But last time I played this game on arcade mode, like you couldn't even go out of bounds, and it's. Like, I can see, like, maybe having some of the rules, but not some of the other rules, you know, instead of, like, just taking them all away. I know you can do, like, a custom setup and stuff like that, but, I mean, for the first time that I'm, like, seriously playing this game, I don't know that it's really that important. Man, I tell you, we've been blocked all over the place. Alright, we're going to do something here. We're just going to let him take away all the clock. I guess we're going to let him take away all the clock. That's actually pretty realistic, though. That's 1990 style. Wait for everyone to clear out. Take your guy one-on-one. Alright, good times. Yeah, like I was saying, I could see myself doing like an actual project with this game. I think this would be a little bit more likely than Tecmo NBA Basketball. As much fun as that game is extraordinarily repetitive and really predictable. This game feels a little bit more wide open, a little bit more polished. I obviously would want to like actually learn how to play it, so I don't do that. But you know, I could see myself doing it. It'd be really nice, and maybe you can set it up like this. It would be really nice if I could set it up so that it would stop telling me about substitutions, because I honestly don't care. At least this game's a little bit more forgiving with the foul shots. I was a little bit off center, but it doesn't really matter. Yeah, it's a nice move. All right. Well, that was a Tecmo basketball moment there for a little while. We had like 5 or 6 guys on the same part of the floor. But this is pretty impressive. Jeez, man. When you consider that this is a Sega Genesis game, it is pretty impressive. It's impressive that they're able to do this. They're able to get that sort of pseudo 3D feel. What's not impressive is the way that I'm playing. Did we have even 10 points in that quarter? I don't think we did. So we're now shooting 43%. They're shooting 70. So much for me talking about how, oh, this game is not going to have crazy shooting percentages. Then we turn around and that's what we get right away. How is that a backcourt violation? It's ridiculous. So that's a problem that we saw with Team USA basketball as well, where it was calling a backcourt violation for like really, really strange reasons. There we go. Get a little bit of air. Whoops. How did I get the ball? I didn't even know I had the ball. John Starks is 4 for 4, man. So yeah, I mean, it's all right. There's good aspects of this game. There are also not so great aspects of this game. There we go. Well, since they're not calling illegal defense, I'll play zone. Yeah, there we are. That's a little bit more like it. So as you know, FIFA was the game on the Genesis that really brought about the isometric angle on for a sports game. All big men want to be point guards, right? There we go. A little bit of Wembanyama there for you, huh? Anyway, so this has kind of got that FIFA feel, FIFA perspective, and it does work really, really well here. It would be a little bit better though if they had some actual like sprite scaling. That I think is the biggest problem. So guys just, it's really hard to like figure out like where guys are supposed to be in relation to each other. But it's alright, you get close enough and that's close enough to work. Give me the ball. All right, not bad. Oh my garden. What was that? There we go. So you gotta wait for your guy to run to the basket and then pass it to him, and that gets you one of those. Which I still think is a lot better than going up to like the free throw line and pushing the A button. It's such a ridiculous system. Just my problem is that, like, on a drive like that, I don't know where I'm supposed to go to push the C button to, you know, make a dunk or whatever. I just sort of, like, guess. So, yeah, it's like, I guess that this is the right place. I don't know. Anyway, you got to believe that when this game came out, this was really, really revolutionary. There was no basketball game like this one. That was a good save. Well, you know, it's going to be kind of hard for us to come back if they keep making like 70% of their shots. We're down by 8, is that right? Yeah, we're down by 8. Yeah, they're making 64% right now, so it's not that bad, I guess. We got to stop shooting threes because this game is doesn't want us to do that. There we go. I'll just take it up myself. Thank you very much. I'm not sure how it's possible that the ball bounced like that, but whatever. What, I can't dribble it? Why can't I dribble the ball? Okay, well, whatever. That's a little bit weird. So yeah, tell me, why is it that when certain big guys have the ball like that, I can't dribble it? I just have to stand there and like position it. I'm not sure if there's a button I'm supposed to push or something or what. I probably should read the manual, right? But you know, I do like playing these games first without reading the manual to see sort of how easy the controls are to figure out. This one has controls that are relatively easy to figure out, right? It's pretty easy to sort of get in and just have at it. Whereas, yeah, take that. Whereas the games that we were just playing, like Team USA basketball, you know, Celtics versus Lakers and all that stuff, like, it's not really that easy. You have to know how the game's logic actually works. How is that goaltending? Did I actually block the shot? We still have sort of a disconnect between, you know, what the game is showing us and what the game's internal logic is figuring happened. Oh, that's right. I said I was going to stop doing those threes, huh? There we go. That's a little bit more like it. Yeah, I tell you though, they are hitting every single shot they take. And there it is again. So that's also called goaltending. I'm not sure that I understand why, because he actually like beat me on the play. Come on, give me the ball. Good job. Good job. That's what we do. We just push him out of bounds. I mean, that's literally what he did. He went over and pushed him, and he went out of bounds, and we got the ball. Dan Marley, clean play. Don't think we're going to come back to win this, but at least we're making it interesting. Not sure what the crowd was screaming about there, but I must have done something right. There we go. See, this is a lot better because it makes more sense, right? If I'm going to shoot a layup, I go over like from the right side of the basket and sort of make a little bit of a move. Get my guy somewhat open and then just push the shoot button instead of pushing like that A button and like, you know, watching him do an unblockable move or whatever. That was a nice move, by the way. So he ran behind the basket and then tried to shoot a layup. Yeah, this perspective is like the one awkward thing about this game, right? It's gonna take a while to get used to this perspective. Anyway, let me know about all of your tips and all of your hints and stuff down below. I have a feeling that going up and trying to shoot these layups from the right side is like not the way to do it. I want to do another dunk, but I've got to figure out where I am in the basket. I would love to do that, but I have to get other guys to go with me. And I keep bypassing half the team anyway, so. That's going to be the end of the game. That was a 3? Well, no love for us, no full court shot. And then we just sort of run around the ball for a while. 86-71 is actually a pretty believable score from 1994. Maybe a little bit low, but not too bad. Charles Smith had 16 points. And we shot 51%. It's not too bad. It's a lot better than the Team USA game. They should have made a Team USA version of this. That would have been really cool. Anyway, and there you go. That's the end of that. So, hope you enjoyed that, and see you tomorrow. We'll have a little bit more fun. We'll play some NBA Jam, and I'll get that NBA 2K11 to work here pretty soon. We'll play with that as well. Talk to you later.